Hey guys, welcome back. Right beside me is about 800 and some bulbs. In fact, it's like around 844 to be exact. Don't ask me how I know. I counted everything out. In fact, I am waiting on around 500 some other bulbs to arrive via delivery. But for now, I do want to show you guys what we do have plans on getting in ground eventually here. This is a pretty decent sized bulb hole. We have the orange monarch. We've got yellow mammoth. We put around 500 of these striped crocus in ground already, and we still have around 60 left to get in ground. We got some tricolored crocus back here. I think these ones are pretty neat. They have like this orange or inner side, then it goes to white, then it goes to purple. Thought it'd be interesting to have just a small area of that. Snowdrops. I love snowdrops. I did show some snowdrops earlier in my spring video, but these are going to be the giant snowdrops. They've got kind of a more wider flower. It kind of like leans down. I thought it was interesting and thought it would give some height to certain areas. So I'm gonna put that in one area. There's only 8 bulbs of this. But I did pick up some of my favorites. These are the double snowdrops. Look at that. The petals, there's so many. And it just gives a lot. We got a few packs of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think there's 7 inside each. So this should go quite some ways for a small area. We did pick up some muscari, and there is, I believe, a pack of muscari soon to arrive via the mail. These are grape hyacinth. You can see this one's called peppermint, and it's got like dark blue, then goes kind of lighter to baby blue, then eventually maybe somewhat white on the top. Whereas this grape ice, it starts with a purple and then gradually makes its way to white towards the top. And then the last variety, Azorium. Look at that. It's so blue. I really want a blue, kind of a blue style garden, so you'll probably see a lot of blues and purples here and there. And then I just added these pops of orange just because I wanted to. These are dwarf iris. There's 10 bulbs. Catherine Hoggen, I think. But you can see I get a lot of Netherland bulbs. So these are the Netherland Bulb Company. I love their varieties that they have. I might be butchering this name, but I think it's Poeticus Narcissus. And I thought it was unique because it's like a single petaled, and then it has like the we're not single petaled, it's not a double, it's not too much going on, it's pretty simple, and it's got like the orange and yellow inner, and I thought that was interesting, and I'm hoping that the foliage does look this super dark green color, not like the ones I'm really used to. This has 8 bulbs in it. We got like 2 packs of them just for a small area. I've got these regular daffodils, or yellow cheerful variety. They just spoke to me and I picked them up. I got like 2 packs. We got 6, which means, oh, actually we missed a pack. 3 packs of these, which means we have around at least 18 bulbs. So if you haven't already noticed already, a lot of these bulbs here are actually naturalizing bulbs. So they'll come back from me year after year and kind of spread on their own, or they just do well in my area. But back to the bulbs, we did pick up some of these tulipa. We have one being the Hilda and one being the Wonder, or Lilac Wonder. And they both are pretty. I think these ones look the best. And then these ones are second pretty. I think these grow a little bit shorter, where these ones grow a little bit more upright. I think I want to go pick up some more of these Hilda variety, because look at that. And these will naturalize in my garden, and I want that because that would be so pretty just to see in one area. And if you guys aren't familiar with tulipa, these are like a wild tulip. So they're not bred to be like those super fancy, bred for colors and all sorts of stuff. You know, these are just, these will naturalize here in at least my area. And if you didn't notice, the bulbs are a lot smaller than that of a regular tulip. So you can see just how small it is within the package. Whereas one of these bigger tulip varieties, you can see the bulbs are probably around double the size, which I think, let me see, Angelique tulips, I got just one pack. They're very marshmallowy looking, and I thought these would look nice in a vase if I were to cut them, so we might use these as cut flowers. I don't know if I'm going to put them in a pot or if I'm going to put them in ground, but either way, they're going to turn out nice this spring. But this variety specifically, I don't believe it will naturalize. It's probably going to do good for maybe a year or two, maybe 3, and then eventually probably fizzle out, probably not be as great, or maybe the squirrels will dig it up. Who knows? But if you want to see more naturalizing bulbs, this is going to be a first for me. I've never grown trillium before, and I think I want to look into more trilliums. So I can't really give you too much information on this, but it's supposed to, I think, spread through rhizome or something like that. These are the snowy white wake robin. They love a partial shaded area. In fact, I think most of these will do well in partial shaded areas, if not full sun, but this I think just does best in partial shade. We've got fritillaria. This is the red crown imperial, or fritillaria rubra. We've got a Persian variety, so this is the Persian lily, fritillaria persica, and I think we got 2 bulbs of that, so they're pretty giant too. 2 bulbs of these fritillaria persica. Love it. The bulb for that red crown imperial is also pretty large. These guys need well-drained soil. They're not going to want to sit in a moist environment because look how big that bulb is. It's probably going to be easy to rot, and we don't want that. Then finally, we did pick up some fritillaria. These, I think I have 12 packs of this one and 13 packs of fritillaria uva vulpis. I believe these are just the checkered variety. Meleagris. I butchered that badly, but these are the checkered variety of fritillaria, and man, we got quite some amount. These do come in 12 packs, but 12 and 12, I believe. Maybe, I'm not gonna count them over. And then the vulpis, you can see this variety, it's got like this yellow underside, but it's kind of purpley towards the top. I thought it would give like interest to have different varieties of fritillaria, especially since they naturalize. We also have an area which it's kind of naturalizing already. But this is all of the bulb haul that we've got so far, besides the ones that have delivered. And I will mention that we do have another type of fritillaria soon to arrive. You'll just have to wait to see it. I'll probably do a video on that one as soon as they do show up. One thing I do want you guys to keep in mind is that when you are getting these bulbs in ground, you might want to add some sort of additive, like some sort of feed for the bulbs to really get settled in. And in my case, I do have bone meal as well as bulb meal for that specific use. In recent years, I've only used bone meal, and pretty much it works. It does its thing. It makes sure that the flowers bloom very profusely. But in recent years, I started using the bulb tone. And this is specifically made for flowering bulbs, or bulbs and flower food, if you can see that there. Now, do you need this? You don't actually need it. If you put the bulbs in ground, they're most likely going to come up. But if you want to have nice and healthy root systems for your bulbs, as well as a nice flower for your bulb, you might want to give it some sort of boost. And that's what this is for. And don't do like me and pick up a ton of 4-pounder bags and just keep opening up all these plastic bags, dragging them around, going back and forth. You're better off getting a 18-pound bag. You can actually get those off of Amazon if you just search it up. It's going to be Esfoma bulb tone. Just look for the 18-pounders. That's all I can tell you. Or pick up the smaller bags if you're not really going to be putting out a ton of bulbs. Just in my case, I'm putting over 2,000 bulbs in ground. I think it's been about around 3,000 coming pretty soon because we put in ground over 500 already. We've got another, I think 800 some that we just shown you guys. And then we have another, I think 500 to 600 bulbs on its way pretty soon here, plus more. But anyhow, I do plan on putting some of the Uva Vulpes in this area. We did put some in last year. They did well, they came up. I think they're seeding or kind of spreading underground, but I do want more in this area. So we're gonna plop some more, like darted around some of the ferns, which, by the way, look at this fern here. I can't remember the name to it, but it puts on these lovely red colors for the new growth. Lovely. But since most of this foliage won't actually be around coming winter into spring, I did want to see some things, and this is why I'm just going to dart them all about and around the different shrubs and trees. In fact, I believe this area already contains over 2,000 bulbs of like striped squill, blue squill. I think I darted in some, possibly I darted in some of the striped Pickwick variety of crocus, I think. I'm not sure. I might add some in this year just in case I didn't, but I am pretty sure I did. Although, I did have kind of an issue when it came to the crocus as well as some of the bulbs here. I was watching them constantly be dug up by squirrels, so I'm not sure how much is going to come back next year. So we'll only have to wait and see just what we have. I did allow the ones that did stay around to go to seed, hoping that they'll at least spread on their own. Possibly. We'll see. Especially since there's no telling what's going to come back. Since all those squirrels came through, I think it was because of the disturbance in the area. They were like, oh, it's going to be a buffet. And they came through, picked out whatever they wanted. In fact, I'm pretty sure the snowdrops are completely dissipated or gone, because I put in like at least 6, and all 6 were dug up by the squirrels. And I came back each and every single day, and they would be gone one by one each day. I was like, this is insane. Why are they eating all the snowdrops? Oh well. And about the squirrels, we do not plan on letting them dig up all the bulbs this year, so I have something to try to prevent. I'll let you guys know how it works, but here it is right here. It is an owl. This phony owl, I think, may prevent the squirrels from wanting to at least dig in this area. By the way, the eyes do light up at night, so anything, even at night, if you want to try and dig up my bulbs, maybe you'll be scared away. I'm going to take this to a dark area so you can see the eyes light up. Alright, we reached this perfect spot. Look at that. Here's the eyes lighting up. I think this works well even for spooky season because of this factor here. So, that's pretty cool. I think the only downside is I have to move the bird feeders, at least wherever the songbirds are, because this might scare them away as well. And I can see why. It's a big old bird that might eat them up. So either I move the position of this, or I move the bird feeders. And I want this where the bulbs are going to be placed. And maybe that'll help things out a bit. I guess I'll let you guys know how it turns out. Or at least we'll see in spring. And yes, we do need to move this bird feeder off of here and move it to another tree. I think it'll work well on top of this area. But I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I have to get putting plants in ground like these ferns over here, which are producing little fiddles at the base. But see you guys later. Peace.